hot.
Who
That's
was
what
like, yo, we gotta keep using this.
Yo, who threw that in the ether and was like, yo, I got something. I got something.
I'm gonna use this word
For
that has way
people.
too many syllables for no reason at all.
But you know, it was some English white dude, and he was like determined.
It was probably an English teacher at that.
Put
Like,
his stamp.
it was definitely like some English teacher.
Yep.
Somebody was talking crap in his class. He's like, all right, which one of you nincompoops is bothering my lesson?
he couldn't say what he wanted to say, and that was the one thing that came out. And some kid was like, "Yo, I'm running with that. I'm running with that."
So shout out to all the nincompoops
He was,
out there.
mother nincompoops.
know what, we're gonna take this one.
Airplane at me.
We're gonna revolutionize nincompoops.
We're gonna bring it back.
For all these kids out here who don't want to use the N word, they start using the N word.
Nah.
Hashtag bring back nincompoop.
Nincompoops matter.
Yo, look at these nincompoops over here in the corner, yo. Acting a fool.
My nincompoop. What's happening, my nincompoop? Try that shit out in the streets in the Bronx. See how far that gets you.
Look at all these nincompoops over here, man.
Yo, niggas would be so flabbergasted they just shoot you on principle. Like, I don't know what that meant, so I'm just gonna have to take your life. Like,
you say it's like, thank you.
I am confused and I'm disrespected. So you must die.
No, it is because of the confusion that they are disrespected. It's like, wait a minute, you made me think we can't have this right now.
Guys, enough of being the nincompoop. This is actually the Lingo podcast, episode 18. I'm Dan Rivera. David Strong, Chris Batiste in the building. Without sound effects, doing this Zoom thing again. I don't know. Last one went good, I think. At least I think we figured ourselves out a little bit.
I had fun.
You know, it was a good combo.
No, it was good. So we back at it again. Probably a shorter Lingo. We rarely do 2 in a week. So
I didn't even know it was an hour last time.
Yeah, no, it was crazy. Yeah, I went back. I was like, it didn't feel like it was an hour, but pause.
When you wrapped up, I was like, yo, what?
Like it felt
and then I looked at it, it was like 58 minutes. Yeah, that was crazy.
But what's good?
Same old stuff.
Dave's switched up his whole look from the last pod. Like, he's got a whole different look going on.
Oh, so shout out to Ty Cooper, Short Shot Productions, in this new film called Amanda, independent feature film, shooting in Virginia. This Friday, 16th, 10th, should be coming out in Sundance, 2022. So yeah, really excited. Looking forward to it. What's
the premise? Can you give us a quick?
I signed an NDA, so I can't say too much, but I am
movie and it's coming. That's
yeah, right. I'm gonna go the easy route and just say whatever. But no, I'm the male lead. I try to get this fine young honey at this coffee shop. She finally takes my pastry and latte, no pun intended, and romance ensues. It's a romantic dramedy. That's what.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna ask, what's the genre? Like, could you at least
dramedy? All right, so there's bound to be some nincompoopness.
All right, so
I'm the nincompoop in that show.
Going on, so it makes
yeah.
All coming together, yeah.
The character is 25 and I am not. So gotta do a little bit of polishing to bring it back to how it was back in the day when I didn't have so much wrinkles and gray hair coming out of my face. So yeah, had to.
Who you telling?
Yeah, you already know, fam. You already know. Yeah,
right.
I can't fake the funk but for so long. And what I've noticed is that like I'm gonna have to shave every day, and I'm not a fan of shaving, like in general. So that's why I kind of like keep it like somewhat out because I don't like to shave. That shit hurts.
Just a hassle. Yeah, it's just a hassle.
It is. It's like,
Keeping this
Yo,
in mind is still a very pain in the
Yo,
ass.
man,
Bearded master.
women go through all this stuff to their bodies, and we're like, I hate shaving.
I hate shaving our beard.
No, for real.
But I do. I can't stand it. And I'm learning that my face is growing so quickly that I'm gonna have to do it like every day now for the shoot for continuity.
And the more
And
you do it, the faster it grows back. So it's just
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that.
yeah,
Straight up and down.
the struggles of the
Yeah,
actor.
shaving sucks.
Yeah, the struggles of continuity.
You know?
You know?
Yeah, really.
I mean, man, I gotta get up and like put on clothes, say words that I memorize.
You
And
know,
if I forget them, somebody tells
had
me them
worried
again.
when you stopped at put on clothes. Yeah, I gotta put on clothes.
Oh, there's a wardrobe list.
And then just
it's-
silence. Just
You know what? It's like kindergarten, man. They lay out the outfit for you. They tell you exactly what you're gonna wear. Like, all right, this is what
this is
what's
what you're
happening.
wearing today.
You will be in from this time to this time, and this is your syllabus for today. Like it's all like the actor cannot bitch about anything. Like everything is so laid out by like crew members and production assistants, and just like it's all done for you. All I have to do is just get in the mood. Just get in the mood. And
Did you get a fluffer?
No, not got to Leo level yet. Nah, not that far up.
You're self-fluffing for now.
Yeah. There's like fluff yourself, motherfucker.
Hey, yo.
I don't even get a trailer. I got to do it like in the bathroom or something.
The janitor's closet.
They give you one of the PA's cars. You got to change in the back seat.
It relaxes me.
Fucking Johnny Drama for you.
Hey,
Honestly,
any trouble
that's a
filming?
conversation.
Came without the exposure.
I don't know how it is down there with the weather, but did you guys have any trouble filming recently with this snowstorm?
Yeah, did
No,
you
well-
say that?
Well, we did. Filming didn't happen yet. We got about 3 to 5 on Sunday morning. So I stayed in. That was nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got a little bit. Enough to look pretty, throughout the week because it snowed and then it sleeted. So it put that little crunchy stuff on
Yeah.
top, so it's hard to melt, and it just kind of stays there for like 2 weeks. But the roads are clear now. Everything's good to go in terms of like travel and transportation.
I mean, we got what did they say? We got like 17 or something like that.
Damn!
Jersey got 32.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like a lot melted down though already, to be honest. You know what I mean?
Right.
Roads are getting clear. You know
Yeah,
what
but
I mean?
Jersey only
But
needed about 2 inches before they shut down the roads, 3 before they shut down the city. So they got like 29 more than they usually deal with. So I don't even know what's going on over there.
Yeesh. Yeah.
Yeah, they shut the trains down yesterday. What, 2, 3 o'clock?
Closer, I think it was like closer to like the afternoon, like 5, 6-ish.
Oh, okay.
I know Joey was able to get to work yesterday.
All right.
They stuck him in for a 16-hour shift
Wow.
because the overnight couldn't show up.
Obviously, yeah.
So they gave him today to kind of rest and relax, but 16
Damn.
hours, that's rough on anybody.
I do not miss those Brooklyn winters, especially when the train shut down and you don't make
Oh,
that
yeah.
last train. Bruh.
And we're supposed to get more, I think, right? More snow this weekend, I think, right?
Snow and rain.
Yeah. Did Juan say, am I invited?
He said, am I invited or nah?
Just, I can't say nothing because I don't want him to.
You don't want him to call you a rascal?
I thought, you scamp.
Damn. Hey, yo.
If I had my druthers, I'd take my tallywhacker to you.
How did I know that was? I knew Tallywhacker was coming somewhere in this conversation.
Because we're here, bro. We
Somebody
here.
was getting the Tallywhacker. What is a Tallywhacker? Like, people actually used to use these kind of words in everyday conversations and shit. Like, I know.
Boulder Dash. Poppycock.
Man,
Yo,
man.
tell that Victorian ass nigga he can come up in this thing if he wants to. Bring a top hat and your ascot. Come on in. The masquerade ball is open.
Masquerade ball.
Masquerade ball.
Should look like a White Club Sean video.
Oh man. That's it. The next pod, we all gotta dress up like British.
Yes. Yes. Eyes wide shut. Everybody.
Would it be a podcast? What would it be? A telepod? Is a telepod?
Yeah.
Nah, they never abbreviated it back then, so it'd be just like a telecommunication.
A Zoomcast. Zoomcast is a new word, right?
I'm surprised. Yeah, it probably is. Yeah.
Everybody's got to have a grain filter on their webcam.
Like imagine, like I said, and we were
We're all
talking
hunting
about
ghosts.
the people that invested in Zoom in itself pre-COVID, and like the turnaround that they've probably seen on their stocks and their investments. You know what I mean? Just in this past year, people that because we were using video conferencing and stuff before COVID, but I don't think to the extent we're using it now, and just the turnaround on that shit is incredible.
I want to be that first dude that checked his stocks and was like seeing the results, like, oh damn.
Word.
Oh damn.
Hey, wait a minute. People are talking about us.
Baby.
It's happening.
Oh shit.
Especially with all the GameStop shit. I know everybody.
What kind of car you want?
All the GameStop craziness with the stocks into the market, and that whole situation. What did you think about that, D?
I mean, we kind of went into it like the last pod. Like, I'm not even gonna like. I'm just glad the man's getting this stuck to by the little man. But hey, newsflash: Jeff Bezos just stepped down as Amazon CEO.
Which, that was kind of very, to me, left field. I didn't see it coming at all. It's like, whoa.
Yeah, you just stepped down as the world's second richest individual.
Wow. Yeah.
Who's making billions on the weekly.
I mean, that man had to give himself a severance package for leaving, for sure.
Something is fishy, fam. Something is fishy.
You think he's trying to duck something?
Look. I can't say too much because I have certain ties to certain individuals, but you just don't do that. You just don't like step away like unexpected without some like dirt having on like because there's been oh, look at you.
Looking mean.
Looking sharp, my G.
You can hear us? It's good.
I see connecting to audio. All right, he's trying to get the audio in now.
Yeah.
I'll get it. Nah, but
no, it's crazy.
I
don't know. It just seemed very left field. Like, who saw that shit coming? Like,
it is left field. It's unexpected. They don't have any other shooter like lined up for like who could possibly like it's so think like, well, what did they find out about him, or what's he doing? Because I know he's still paying half to old girl.
But what does he know
from the settlement?
What's coming up? What kind of insider tip that he's like, yo, it's time to get out.
Because there was a lot of stuff. Congress people made trades right before this Corona joint hit, in terms of like making moves and stuff like this. So a lot of people are under scrutiny, and
that's a fact.
And if they found out he made like major moves, like in February when the shit got locked down in March, it's like,
yeah. It's crazy. I mean, there's no denying that the man's smart. That man's had his pulse on the finger he's had his finger on the pulse for a while. So him leaving is calculated. This isn't just him sitting down.
The online delivery at my Whole Foods opened up in September 2020. Pandemic hits in February of 2021. Lockdown goes in March of 2021. Now, I don't want to get all pandemic-y and stuff, but I'm just saying, timing is everything. Timing is everything. And yo, I mean, I can't hate on him. I can't hate on him. I mean,
gotta let him live his life.
The first time I thought about it, I was like, who the hell is gonna let somebody else pick out their groceries for them? I was like, this will never work. Because I'm an old head. I don't like people touching my shit. So I just imagine that nobody's going to fly with this. This isn't electronics. This isn't clothing. You can't just expect somebody to touch your food and get what you want and be cool with it. But hey, shit works. And now everybody's doing it. And now everybody's following suit. So props to Bezos. He's still making like he's not gonna walk away and not still like make serious buku racks off of this. Like he's gonna work out a settlement.
He's not
yeah. He's stepping down CEO, but he ain't stepping down as all the other shit that he he's still the HNIC.
Yeah,
like, he let him know that. He's like, don't y'all forget who built this motherfucker. I'm gonna still be walking up in here.
Is he giving to what, his CFO?
Probably. Yeah, you give it to the guy that knows the banks, that knows the checkbooks. Yeah, without a doubt. I will be honest. In my full informative age, I did skim the article, so I don't know exactly. I mean, I can pull it up right now. Screen Man, that would be me. Screen Man, give me a CNN article.
Interesting, very interesting.
But yeah, how are you, Juan? You look good.
Doing great, man. You know, working on the home front. Repping BKNY at this point, but you know, I'm happy to be with the fellas, man. You know, trying to make it do what it do.
One looks like Hood Secret Service.
Yeah, man. At his best. That's the only way I can do it.
Pen and shit, like I said, yeah.
He's the guy that stands by the door and makes sure that people don't try to run in with the demo. So my man's. No, I told you, you gotta have an appointment.
That was 2 years ago.
Fire, yo.
Upgraded. I sit down now. I just ask people for ID. It's quiet now. If I don't like your discretion and if I can't take your temperature, you can get the hell out of my building. Point blank, period. I am the HNIC around here, top flight security.
Hey, that's the word
on here, bro. But you know, it's safe and sound.
I'm glad we got Warren because we didn't get Warren last time to do the basketball talk. So let's do the basketball talk while we got Warren. We know he's at work.
We'll talk. Let's get to it.
I got my notes. Let's do it.
I'll start looking up that.
You know when I get into my notes.
You know, I'm clearly the sports guy. I'll start looking up the Amazon stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. We always got you, Chris, man. We always keep you right there in the wing as it should be. But yeah, getting to this NBA talk, it's been very, very interesting this week. You know, where should we start? Should we start with Ball with the dunk on Sabonis? I mean, is that a start?
You talked about that.
I mean, he's not even starting anymore, but him to dunk that on Sabonis, hello. You know.
What about the dunk on Giannis? What about Cody Zeller?
Yeah,
and somebody made an interesting point. It's like, yo, why G keep getting dunked on? Like posterized at times. And I think it's his frame, particularly. I mean, he's not Embiid. He doesn't have the biggest, broadest shoulders, so I don't see him like coming in like Bam or anything. But I mean,
it's messy out there though. It's real messy. NBA looking messy. Knicks is looking good. Dan, stand the hell
up.
Stop
it.
Not anymore.
Stop it.
No. We've
stand up.
You
know what I mean? My Bulls got the best turnover ratio in the NBA. I'm gonna stand the hell up. I'm gonna go and choke fucking the back house. I'm gonna go talk to Jerry Krause and them, man. I got a problem with that whole situation over there.
I was gonna say you had a problem for the past 30 years. You've had a problem since 23 left.
That's nice.
I mean,
you know,
well, you've actually had a problem since
my
Steve
six
Rose.
rings with that ring that y'all might get this year, so that might be interesting.
No, bro, I'm not mad at you.
Shout out to the Nets. You know what I mean?
No,
Shout out to
let's
Harden.
not.
He's actually passing the ball, still playing no defense.
I am literally watching them get beat by 3 points. Clippers Nets 102-99, fourth quarter, 5:52 left. They were getting smoked in the Kawhi is smacking Kyrie around, and I am disappointed to see it. That is my nephew out there.
Oh man,
he is misguided at times, but I still love the kid.
Sorry, nephew.
But Kawhi is slapping that boy around, and it is. I was like, somebody call that kid. I was about to post. Somebody call him for child abuse because this is problematic.
I was going to call ACS. I was going to call ACS.
Is it just me, or does Kyrie look emaciated? Does he look skinnier than ever before?
You trying to say that boy out there playing non-fed is what you're saying?
Yeah.
My man needed a protein shake or something like. Something is going on with Kyrie. That is not Uncle Drew.
He's having some personal issues from what I'm hearing beyond the basketball court. You know?
I mean, no, I'm not making light of that. And that's what I'm saying. Like, this is deeper than rap. Like, when you step away for like 10 games, and the interview that he was given, he was doing this, and he was like laying like a kid on his desk. Like, something's wrong.
You don't want it no more, though. And it's like, even like Stephen A. said, it's just he don't want it no more. He's playing ball because it's all he knows, but he don't want it.
He doesn't know why he's playing. And he needs to know why he's playing again. He needs to regain that love for the game. Like, sometimes you go through life and you're like, man, Nick, why the fuck am I here? Like, I got this, I got that. I should be happy, but I'm not happy. What's going on?
I think he got froze like Derrick Rose, if you ask me, though. He got froze like Derrick Rose when he was on the Knicks, and he disappeared for like 2 weeks. Nobody knew where the hell he was at. But, he came back once he found out Adidas wasn't going to sign that $80 million contract that he had going on. He came back to play basketball. Nobody knew where the hell he was at. He came back for that 80 mil, though, with the Adidas. I'm telling you, that's somebody's grandson that loves Derrick Rose, because that owner probably knows nothing about basketball.
People forget that these dudes are kids, and they are growing up before our very eyes, and they are going through situations that we're all going through, like pandemic, anxiety, like travel, like all this stuff that we like bitch about on a regular basis. Think about what these kids have to do with multi-million-dollar contracts with brands. Their business, man.
They got spotlights on them, yeah.
Yeah. So and you gotta grow. Like I imagine the crazy shit and the crazy like emotional ball that I was in my mid-20s. Now give 25 million. Now give me $25 million and tell me I can do whatever the fuck I want in the off season.
As you should, heard you.
As I should.
Since you're talking about
but it's problematic.
Since you're talking about that, how you feel Mr. Westbrook is not the best look going on. Mr. Westbrook is not the best look. I'm just going mad left field now. I'm going to Washington and trying to figure out what's going on with the guy. I had to give you a wave, a curve.
Yo, all right. So I will put it this way. Russell Westbrook in the 2010s was probably my favorite player in the NBA. Like to watch, to root for. His intensity, his ferocity, his straight hatred for your ass, whoever it was. And I'm coming to whoop that ass.
Yeah, I'm dumping on you like you slept with my baby mama. I get it.
We're not trading jerseys at the end of the game. I'm coming to beat your ass, and I'm coming to put 30 on you. And he can't do that no more. Now, sidebar. Now my new favorite player to watch is Jason Tatum, because he's amazing. He just excels every second of the day. But Russ is he's still going to remind you that he's that dude, and he's still averaging a triple-double like every time, and they're like, numbers nowadays, that's just going to get diluted.
Right.
Russ is still doing what he can. If Beal stays long enough on the Wizards, who knows? See, that's the thing.
You saw my comment, Dave. You saw my comment. Like, Bradley Beal looks so comfortable in his situation. He knows that any team is dying to have him right now. But he'll sit there and lose with this guy because he knows Westbrook's going to give you a 30-point night.
Remember how you felt senior year of high school? You out this motherfucker. So you balling right now, and everything that you do is
he got braids and mad tattoos now. He's thugged out.
I'm sorry, Dan.
Westbrook,
I'm talking too much.
not the
Get up
best
in
look.
this. What do you think?
I mean, look, I was talking to Juan the other day about the idea that, is Westbrook, for all his greatness and all his talent, is he the most cancerous player in the history of the NBA?
Bro, look.
He can't make it work with anybody. He can't make it work.
Very close to Stephon Marbury. Very close to Stephon Marbury.
He can't make it work with anybody. This is proving it again. Now Bradley's out because he can't. It just don't work. It don't work with him.
I truly think he's a victim of circumstance. Look, they put. I saw that meme too. They put Kevin Durant. They put James Harden. They put Paul George. Right. And don't even get me started on Paul George. He's out of the picture. He's not even an all-star. Next, Kevin Durant won 2 chips with arguably one of the greatest dynasties of the modern generation, known as the Warriors. Or I'll tone that down to probably the greatest backcourt we've seen, like arguably, in Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, and you have the monster known as Kevin Durant. You're not losing those You're not losing those series. You're not losing those championships. I don't care who LeBron has. Like, they could have won like 5 more if Kevin Durant had stayed there. Next, James Harden, never going to win a ship with anybody. And we see the way that James Harden plays, and we see that the way that James Harden infects a team like the Brooklyn Nets, who can score as much points, but also let people score as many points as well, and still be an 8.
Shout out to them breaking a record, by the way, too. And I gotta give a little credit when it's due to Steve Nash. People don't talk too much about what's going on over there. They were 8-2 as of recent. So just to keep the stats up. Shout out to you, Brooklyn Nets, and keep going on with what's going on. I don't know whether he's coaching or they're just having good chemistry, but keep it up.
But it's not championship ball. It's not what we're seeing like with the 76ers. 76ers are now closing games rather than letting games get away from them. Like, because that's what Doc does as a coach. He hones them in. He knows how to like reassess. He knows how to like make adjustments in mid-game.
It's been so long since Boston, though. We got to get to where his Boston mode was at, because we do know that he could do what it do. He was trying with the Clippers forever. They finally cut the string, and now he's getting that another opportunity with a bunch of young guys that are ready to jump out the building for him. Let's see if they could close, like you're saying. Let's see if they could close.
Yeah. He actually has something that they respect, which is a ring, because Brett Brown wasn't doing that. Brett Brown was like the substitute teacher in there. Like, just don't get me fired.
Right.
They got him fired.
Right. I agree.
For Doc Rivers.
I agree.
And now Doc Rivers has that gravitas and that command that they would need. And Embiid looks better. Ben Simmons looks more versatile. They brought in a whole bunch of brothers like that can like just Van Vliet dropped 54 points. Jesus Christ. Who knew? But they brought in Danny Green. They brought in who's the fudge? Fucking who's the other dude? Harris. I mean, they had him.
The Dwight Howard's in there now.
Yeah, they brought in Dwight Howard. So they got a squad. They got a deep ass squad.
That's why Embiid's shipping up, or he gonna ship out, because he's coming in and he's giving you some good numbers too.
Embiid want that MVP. Embiid's playing like he want that MVP, and that's fair. But he's still gonna cry like homeboy from the Goonies when he loses again to either the Boston Celtics or the Brooklyn Nets. So I
need an audio example. Go ahead.
Chunk. I want to add a Wookiee call in there too, because that's what it sounds.
Chocolate. Chunk. I'm weak.
But yeah.
Yeah, that was just.
I just don't like Embiid because he's a bully and a goon, and I just don't want him to win anything. But that Sixers squad looks really fucking good. And
how about them Houston Rockets? You like it in that new fit? They got a new fit over there. They looking pretty good.
You talking about them blue HL jerseys?
I mean, besides them ugly jerseys, their numbers on the boards and what they've been doing. Like, they just broke a record last night with shooting threes.
The entire uniform squad is for this year. Like, the Miami Heat jerseys are atrocious. Like,
a lot of them were horrible this year.
There's way too much hypercolor in there, bro. Yeah. I mean, I love my 90s.
Let me jump against the flamingo tree field. I get it.
Jesus fucking Christ.
get your pina
I do like
colada and
Chicago's
chill
jerseys.
out. But
I do like the
for
Roaring
Christ's sake.
20s Chicago's jerseys. Those are like the best of the new ones, the new joints. But like everything else is
Yeah,
trash, bro.
It's a
New
lot
unis
of
are
trash.
horrible.
The Milwaukee Bucks joint sucks.
Yeesh.
All garbage. The Milwaukee Bucks shits. I can't even go into any more
Well,
into
that's not
depth
true.
with
I
the
like
other
I
ones
like the
don't
Cream
like.
City joints. I like the Cream City joints. I like the black joints, the one that you got, Dan. I like those joints. But the new ones were a little lame. I don't even like it. They kind of brought it back with the blue and the white, but still it's
Hey, question. Who has home field for the Super Bowl? Does Tampa get it by default because they're the home team?
I would say that, but I don't think so.
Like, who gets to wear the home colors? Does Tampa get to wear their home colors because they're the home team?
That's a good question.
I'm curious.
They're saying that Tampa gets home.
All right, yeah. So
according to Google, it's
Kansas City
at Tampa Bay.
Very interesting.
So Tampa will be either in dark or red or in pewter, and Kansas City will be in white.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry about your clashing colors, Dave.
I'm still upset.
It don't matter. Somebody's still getting that ass served. Somebody's still getting that ass handed to them. Either way, either or.
What y'all got?
Whew.
It's
tricky.
Whoever
it's tricky.
Wins, that's what I got. That's
smart money.
To go Brady and go home, or go with that insane new team out there, man.
I say Kansas City 31-24. There's no way Kansas City is scoring below 20. Like, what'd you say the over-under was 47? And there's no fucking way. There's no fucking way.
Is they fancy receiver gonna give us a backflip?
Which one? I'm sure they all can do backflips.
Yeah, but it's a particular
Tyreek Hill out there doing Cirque du Soleil shit.
Yeah, that's the one.
I would have to go with what you said, D. I'd even put it maybe by a field goal, to be honest. I can see it being a field goal.
I can see that. I can see
as much as I wanted to go that way, it could go with a Hail Mary coming from the man Brady.
No, I don't think it's going to be that close. Not down to like one play close. I think Kansas City, like I said, I think Kansas City's going to jump ahead. I think Brady's going to jump back and get him close to like within 3, and then Mahomes is going to put that like touchdown clincher on him and call it a day.
Hey man, let's see what that $120-some million man could do. They put a lot of money up on this young guy, and he's been showing up all season. He looks Super Bowl ready. He did it last year. Why not do it again?
They said that Mahomes has led the league in touchdowns and not receiving yards, but it was touchdowns and something else all 3 seasons. And he hasn't even hit the age of 26 yet.
Oh, he's different. He's video game level.
Like
he's cheat codes level.
That's nuts, bro.
He's still chasing for a good 5 more championship Super Bowl rings to catch up to Brady.
So here's a good
That's why I'm saying anything can happen.
So here's a good
on any given Sunday, anything can happen.
A lot is if he does lose to Brady, what does that do to his legacy? Because it's Brady. Nothing. It's not like he lost to any. Like, all right, you lost.
No, he didn't lose to Brady. He lost to Tampa Bay's insane fucking defense. Well, that they like patched together from old.
It's gonna be, but that's not how it would be interpreted. It'd be interpreted as a Brady victory, and it's like therefore it's like, all right, the Chiefs lose. It's like, all right, you lost to God. Like, you know what I mean? Like, God beat you.
Yeah.
All right, there's no shame in that. Like, you know what I mean? But,
But what people are saying is like, if he loses this and then he gets like 7 more rings, like he's still not going to match up. Like they're still going to be calling TV to go.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
That's fucking unfair because we all know that Mahomes is better talent and ability than Tom Brady. We all know that Aaron Rodgers has greatest talent and ability.
I see Brady whispering in his ear like how Jordan whispered in everybody's ear after he left. Like, yo, you're still not there,
always
bro.
throw it to
Still not
Tyreek
there, bro. You lucky they didn't keep me with the Patriots. You're still not there, bro. You're still not there. He gonna be there with his pretty ass model wife, and everybody gonna be like, yo,
that's what
Brady's in the building.
Does a loss for Mahomes kind of like LeBron him, where he gets LeBron? Where it's like, yeah, it doesn't matter whatever you do, you'll never, like, you're still not Brady. Kind of like how it's like, no matter what LeBron does, it's like, yeah, you're still not Mike. You know what I mean?
No, but that's the thing. Like, I think that's what's gonna happen. It's like, yeah, you're not,
He's gonna get LeBron.
Tom Brady, but he'll probably get like 2 more chips in KC, and then maybe he'll get another contract, and maybe he'll go to like a big market team, and maybe he'll get like 3 rings there. But if he does that,
he'll get like a Dunkin' Donuts deal or something. Let's go.
That puts him in a
He'll go to Dallas and never win again.
Okay, because I'm still kind of traumatized with
Dallas,
this Eli Manning hot sauce commercial, but you know, let's go NFL.
But that's an interesting point, Dan, because if he goes to a team like Dallas, like a big market team, arguably the biggest team in the league, and he gets him another handful of rings,
right?
That's a different spotlight than Tampa Bay. Because, yeah, you went to Tampa Bay and basically everybody came with you. Like, everybody knows that Tom Brady didn't do the shit by himself. Everybody knows that Peyton Manning didn't win his last ring by himself. But if Mahomes, like, goes and, like, creates another, like, dynasty there.
No, yeah.
That's an arguable case for, like, another, like, LeBron versus MJ. It's like, yeah, you may be the GOAT of that era, but I changed the game.
Right.
And I turned it into something different.
Well, I mean, that's where we're at though with a lot of.
And I'm the GOAT of my era.
With a lot of quarterbacks, though, we're at that point now. Aaron Rodgers, Deshaun Watson, all of these guys where, you know, they could change, you know, like if an Aaron Rodgers goes to a Dallas or whatever, even at his age, you know, Tom Brady's proving right now, age is only a number, depending on how you take care of yourself and you present yourself.
Drew Brees.
You know, Drew Brees is done.
Done.
I mean, yeah,
Drew Brees is done.
You know,
yeah,
not everybody can do it, but you know, like you say, you know, it's been proven that certain guys, you know.
Drew Brees is finished, man. I hate to see it too, but that was that performance like just kind of like solidified it. No,
he's getting up there in his age.
He's getting up there.
Yeah,
what, 30?
Yo, more baby with Tiara, you're gonna be finished.
Lord Jesus. Somebody said some blasphemy like they would trade they would trade Russell Wilson for Deshaun Watson.
Interesting.
That's what, yeah. Yeah, it's interesting, but that's what I said. Ultimately, no. Like, Russ is special. Like Deshaun's got some moxie. He does some cool shit, but Russ is different. Russ has got like more fourth quarter comebacks and like he's just that dude, like in a different light. So I can't trade away Russ. No, I live and die with Russ.
Yeah, I think at this point, quarterbacks.
But there's a lot. But yeah, but there's a lot of people that would just be like, "Oh, take my quarterback for Deshaun."
Right.
Like if you're San Diego, if you're Los Angeles Chargers, do you listen?
No, because they're committed to this guy now. What's his name? Herbert.
Are they?
That's what they said they are.
Right now, Deshaun Watson for Justin Herbert. Right now. Gun to your head, 5 seconds.
New coach. Said fully in on Justin Herbert. So
well, I mean, I'm just saying, like, if you're the GM though, fuck the coach if you're the GM.
Trade Carson Wentz. I can see him going. Obviously, Sam Darnold.
I mean, there's at least there's like 20 teams that are like open to this idea.
Yeah, Alex Smith. Yeah, Sam Darnold.
Raiders.
Derek Carr, obviously.
Didn't even know about this, and you hearing this here. That's real talk.
Steelers, bro. Ben's got 1 year tops. You know, like
so you can't get it done.
That's the most like salivating like thing out there. Just Deshaun Watson and be like somebody take me. Make it sound nice. I'll go with y'all. Like just Instagram ho, just like throwing it out there.
Houston said in that trade.
It's like, who got the paper? Who got the paper? Who want to take me out? Like, yo, let me get to an ATM real quick. Let me talk to
Houston came out and said they're not going to trade him though. So, you know, Houston saying no, and ultimately it's up to them. Like, you know, see if he doesn't show up, and you know what I mean, he breached his contract.
Yeah. And he could not go, and he could hold out like a motherfucker and just control the narrative on his own. Like,
could go that way. Possibility could go that way.
I think it's really interesting that like NFL quarterbacks are now being like, you know what, I'm gonna do my thing, and I'm gonna make it happen my way. Like, you know, like NBA players are doing. It's like trade me here. And do it now.
Yeah,
this season.
It's weird. Where did we get to this point where it was like, shut up and play, and now the guys are suddenly like, no.
Yeah. Like when Harden came out and when he was like, I want to go to the Nets, how many of us laughed our asses off and said, there's no fucking way that's going to happen. There's no way in hell that they're going to make this happen. And sure enough.
We laughed, but they didn't.
We laughed.
They didn't. I thought we was going to have a Chris Paul kind of situation going on, but it didn't happen that way.
I was looking at my son, Jared Allen, and I was like, we got everything right here. We don't need anything else. We're already bathed in riches. We got KD and Kyrie. They act right.
By the way, Dave, you a Nets fan. How you felt about him going to Cleveland?
Oh, I felt away, and he felt away too. The 2 times they played Cleveland, because you could see it. You could see it in Torian Sprint's face too. They was balling, and they wanted it. Colin Sexton, 42 points, 47 points, wanted it.
Smoking.
Like when Harden came to the Nets, they put a target right on their back, and now everybody's like, we want that smoke. We want that smoke. Wizards scored 147 points, and they've never scored 147 points in their entire life.
It's ridiculous.
Why? Because the Nets let them. Because it's all-star game out there. Defense. Every fucking game.
Yep.
No defense.
So hard.
People throwing up against the backboard and shit.
No defense.
Throwing up against the
My son called me at halftime. He said, Daddy, you know Harden don't play no defense. No defense. Great offense. Ridiculous. But if we're going to keep trading baskets, it's going to be a loss.
As much as I love talking basketball with you guys and sports and all that shit, we got to keep this shit going. We got to keep knocking out a few more topics.
Fair enough. Dan's our EJ, keeping us.
What's up with the hip hop talk?
That's where I was going to go with it.
A lot of talk going on with Griselda and Conway, and Conway having a new album coming out with Shady Aftermath. What's up with that?
We always plug in Griselda, but I just got to throw shout out to Lil Durk. That album.
I was actually I
some type of way. The voice, that's some flavorful shit, and like that's some wavy shit that you can pump in your car.
Doing more than 16 bars now. He's really doing more, and he's falling away from them features I've been seeing that I like. I think he's like one of the best featured guys out for 2020 going into 21. But
there's a lot of tracks where he holds his own.
Braids. I want to hear more than 16 balls from the guy.
The first half of that album is decent, for sure. Like, you know, like every album, it kind of trails off, but
takes you right to Chicago, makes you feel like you in the wing.
I don't know about all that.
Makes you want to get your bubble coat and your pimp hat and, you know, patrol the streets. Just asking. You know, that's the Chicago vibe. It's a little dirt thing to do. I'm just trying to figure it out at this point.
Wouldn't know. Need to get out there though. Need to get out there. It's been
what kind of features we got on there, fellas? I know y'all already did your further examination on.
What's motherfuckers I ain't never heard of?
Okay, all I need to hear is your few. What songs do you like, Dan?
I listened to literally like the first 2 songs of the album, and that's as far as I've got.
Okay, and out of the 2 songs, which one hit you the most?
Neither. But I can't, like I said, I can't pass judgment. Like, I literally listened to it on my walk back from the job, you know. I live 7 minutes from that, you know, from the job. So it's like, how much am I going to get in? You know what I mean? I got
to
like
make you want to dye your hair blonde and go get you some skinny pants. I guess that wasn't it.
Well, just the main thing too, though, and like I said, Dave was talking about a vibe, and there was a little bit of a vibe there, but like, how do you put out music right now? Winter, you know, it's not very, you know, it
was snowing outside, man. You know that. You know, we gotta provide entertainment for people that's in their homes. We passed the pandemic at this point. We're a year in at this point.
It didn't come off as
but it's funny. But people are still recording the music that they wrote during the quarantine era. So like, I mean, I know we're talking hip hop, like, but I've been listening to this OK Human album by Weezer, the new Weezer album. And it has a lot of like that fire, son. Y'all know about that Weezer fire, son. No, but but it talks about, but it has a lot of it has a lot of lyrics.
Weezer out the freezer. I've never heard of him before in my life.
You know about that Weezer kid?
Nah, I know what you're talking about. But no, even like M's album, the side B, like whatever it was. There was a lot of quarantine rap in there for sure. You know what I mean?
Is that a pejorative? Quarantine rap?
I guess now, yeah. You could put it as a subfolder in hip hop. You know what I mean?
Kind of sounds like that.
Era, you know what I mean? Where it is very, like I said, from that time. You know, people
like ringtone rap.
But that's why I said there's a difference between inside music and outside music now. You know what I mean? Like
shout out to Jamster.
Big difference, you know.
Yeah.
Because you know, if I see anybody from Griselda on a Cheetos commercial, it's different. It hits different. You know, these artists are getting all of these platforms and these opportunities. I think it's great. I think it's grand. It's just not that cheesy to me, if you ask me. You know, that's a little cheesy. But you know,
getting that orange dust on your couch, crushing the crumbs all in.
Joe.
What about this talk about Tekashi reaching out to Benny to do a track, and
he said it's a dub.
But then came out.
Benny says
I'm good.
That's not true, and that's a lot of cap.
Good.
That's a lot of cap.
I don't roll with snitches in Buffalo. We don't do that over here.
Oh,
he said.
But Benny always trying to get a check.
Kind of New York. He said we don't do that.
You know, but there's people out there saying, you know, that's a lot.
But I respect it.
That's a lot of cap. You know what I mean? That.
Yeah, I mean, yo, he's flagged out at this point. You know what I mean? Yeah. Brothers shooting at him in Houston, man. You know he got to get out his bag to let y'all know it's swag. You know
why Benny gonna do that to himself? Why is Benny going to like, you know,
set stuff up like that? Yeah.
Because if not, isn't Griselda like the re-establishment of like what hip hop used to be, and kind of like the code, and kind of like, you know, we're not soft, we don't snitch, you know, we don't talk all that talk, you know, on our records, we just do that business.
Very hypocritical, Dave.
You know, because that's
right
why that's why we reference Wu-Tang when we
not
reference
the wave that they
Griselda.
going with. That's
because they have
I don't like that comparison. I've never liked that comparison. I think the best comparison for Griselda is the Locks.
Explain.
It's an active breed that can operate solo, but also unify for collaborative effort.
I don't see West Side Gun rapping with him. I don't see the Machine Conway rapping with him. I definitely don't see Benny rapping with him. You know, I don't see anybody out that bracket in that Griselda bunch. You know, even the new up and coming artists.
I just always reference them to Wu is because they're just such great marketers, and they push their brand more so than the Locks ever pushed Bad Boy. Like they like Griselda's through word of mouth. The Locks was kind of like we're kind of built, we're on MTV, but you know, Griselda's word of mouth. You know, they're from the mud, like official. Like, so not that the Locks wasn't, but I mean they got help. They got major marketing, they got They got major label assistance, and
From
they
the
got
rip,
they got help.
got very lucky and
They got
blessed.
help. Yeah,
Even more
still
help
official.
after Biggie passed, you know. So yeah, you know,
Facts,
it is
and that's
a different
not their
vibe,
fault.
you know, a feel.
That's
I
not
get
their
where you're
fault.
coming from with that.
Yeah. But I mean, I just think Griselda's more quote unquote homegrown, and or at least their audience base and their fan base, and I think that's why that comparison is always like thrown out, Dan. So I don't think it's a slight to, you know, to Wu or Griselda or like anything that anybody's done. I just think it's a compliment, really, because, you know, when you think of like one of the greatest groups of all time of hip hop, you want to be aligned in that same, you know, comparison group.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just a firm believer that Wu-Tang was something it's so different in itself. You know what I mean? And
that's fair. I mean, there will be nothing. There will be nothing.
I thought the closest representation that I've seen so far was like the whole ASAP movement, but that's kind of fragmented to a point.
Yeah,
they didn't do too good, but
that had
they didn't do too good.
You know,
what do you think? What do you think was the cause of the fall of the ASAP, you know, reign? Because it had promise.
Kind of goes back to like what we were talking about before. Can't give y'all niggas money.
Ego,
like,
and it all showed, you know, to me the work concept that came from a lot of them. The work ethic was different.
Yeah,
because after you get past ASAP Rocky and ASAP Ferg, the ASAP Nashes was giving you like a little 16 here and there. There was so many ASAP this and that. Like, these are the only two that stuck out though, ASAP Rocky and ASAP Ferg, because they were going above and beyond on every freestyle. When it came to making a song, your boy ASAP Ferg already had a written on their joints. It was like he was ready.
Ferg wasn't supposed to be as big as he did become.
Right.
That was the problem. That spot was supposed to be reserved for Rocky. Ferg got too big. Nobody knew what to do at that point.
Right.
It's like,
exactly, I agree, but this is what goes on in you know, music bands. In music band or singing group, somebody always at the end of the day works as hard as the next man or the woman. And guess what? Somebody outshines somebody and somebody gets noticed more, and it's business. It's never personal. Yeah. His work ethic, to me, even though I saw more potential out of other people in the group. Like, I thought ASAP Nash was going to be that guy with the chipped tooth. I thought he was going to get the chipped tooth fixed, for Christ's sake. But he was not putting out the work in the music like what ASAP Ferg was putting out. I felt like he was coattailing all over ASAP on Rocky.
What is the biggest song collectively from ASAP as a unit?
The group, the entourage?
Yeah, but all their solo efforts, who had the biggest joint?
Plain Jane.
What was the biggest joint?
Plain Jane.
You think so? That or Shabba?
No, Plain Jane was bigger.
Shabba Ranks? Regardless, Ferg had it.
Ferg had some good joints, but are we going by albums or by singles?
The song in general, who had the biggest joint? It would probably have to be Ferg. Ferg probably had the biggest joint out of all of them. Like, Rocky had some joints, but not on the level that Ferg had joints, and that's what I'm saying. That's what killed it for that group. It didn't.
Yo, all right, hold up. Jadakiss just posted it on an Instagram. Starting February 12th, you'll be hearing my voice along with 20 other iconic voices representing the MTA on subway platforms and buses all over NYC.
So he's doing a hip hop series of?
No, this is actual like New York.
Interesting. What we all like to see in New York. What we all like to see.
Utica, arriving in 10 minutes.
Tell them to pull up the Jamaica.
Settle the fuck down.
Pull up the Jamaica. We out there. It's quiet. Make it do what it do. What's else on the forecast, team? What we doing? What we looking like?
Ain't shit, man.
working hard, trying to get through this pandemic. We getting vaccinated, fellas, or not?
I just got
haven't
tested
yet,
recently. I'm negative. No, my parents got vaccinated.
Interesting.
As well they should.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody's saying like shortages, so it's kind of like lottery at this
Right.
point.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Where like the freezer went down, so like they just did like this massive like vaccination. Like 1,600 people came through just by word of mouth. They were like, "Yo, if you want that shot, go get it, because we can't
But
use
even
it
like-
after this point."
Even just for the testing yesterday during a fucking blizzard, 40 people showed up for COVID testing at the job. And then today, post blizzard, with snow still falling today, an additional 70
I wish people use that much energy with the STD. I wish people use that kind of energy with the STD.
I mean, that's a big
It depends on what
Everybody
STD
running
you
to see
got.
if they got the COVID. Sit your ass down. You got a little cold. Take a little fucking Theraflu and sit your ass down. You got all them people on that line for nothing.
They sitting there with a case of the grumpy lumpies and they sitting at home.
Grumpy lumpies.
I think I got the COVID. Sit your ass down.
We are definitely becoming the old man podcast with all the fucking ad-libs, grumpy lumpies, Ninkinpoops, and tallywhackers.
Bro, I'm telling you, nah, listen. All of us here as men know when something's not right downstairs. All right? It's looking real mean. But instead of going to the doctor, you know, you hold that ego. He's like, nah, bro, just take some Tylenol. It'll be all right.
Yeah. Like, my man, why you got that face on?
That's for your tallywhacker, right?
I'm just thinking hard. I'm good. Good?
Hey,
yeah,
yo.
yeah. I'm just.
Good thing we're going through a pandemic and everybody wearing the mask. Because, you know, people out here got mono under that mask and all that, and herpes and zosters.
Yeah, wash your mask.
Lord knows what else.
He said, wash your masks.
You know what I mean?
No, that's
in the quarantine, people was having sex with the mask on just to feel safe. If that's your partner and you feel comfortable, do what it do. You know what I mean? Don't get different now.
I mean, at that point, what's the point of the mask? Like,
nah,
right.
the ladies,
I don't know how they do it though. I get angry wearing that thing, and I feel like I'm hyperventilating.
Listen,
no doubt.
Different.
Let's be
People
real. The ladies
performing acts with them joints on, bro. They
don't want to see
acts.
They don't want to see that O face from us. Like, we just at the end of a fucking like sitcom. Fucking like, yo, keep that mask on, brother. You good? I never realized how that blue really
women everywhere are lobbying for more masks. Meanwhile,
hashtag masks for men. Just
you know, cover your goofy ass.
No one want to see your face at the end of this shit. Finish up and go to sleep.
Just look over here. Look over here.
Oh man.
Well, gentlemen, it's been real. I think this concludes all today's talk of, like I said, tallywhackers, Ninkinpoops, scallywags.
I'm gonna get my grumpy lumpies checked.
Yeah, the grumpy lumpies. It's been real. We gotta do this again as soon as possible.
You already know.
Joined with us. Project One finally able to make it in.
Yay!
Also calm. Had some technical difficulties before, but we back.
It is what it is.
It's the Lingo.
Good to have Dave in here with us now. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Yeah. All right. Happy to be here.
Photo God Chris.
All right. And we out.
We out of here.